Are you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show this week on to episode 177. And I'm just kind of going through this. I've received this gift recently from a dear friend of mine, Lynn, who's she's one of my regulars at karaoke, knows what a great fan I am of Kenny Rogers as well. And she gave me this 30th anniversary collector's edition. It's a few years old, but wow, it's a biography from A&E on Kenny Rogers. That's really cool. And there's a booklet in here. And the Gambler movies. Look at that. The Gambler movies all in one and not even open yet. So I'm really excited to be checking that out. And what a really neat gift that is. And I'm very thankful to my friend Lynn for sharing that with me. Thank you so much, Lynn. There's Kenny singing away to me. He's going in front of Elvis there. So he's on the show. Kenny's on the show. Would I ever love to have Kenny Rogers on the show? Thanks, Kenny. See, look at that. He listens too. And she loaned me this, Kenny Rogers, The Journey. Looking forward to enjoying that. I haven't had a chance to look at any of this yet. So thank you to my friend Lynn. I just wanted to give her a shout out and show my appreciation for that. The St. Clair COLTS Drumline is looking to raise some money to go to the Drumline Regionals in Oakville, Ontario, and also coming up to the Ontario Drumline Championships. They're looking to raise some money, and they've got an auction going online on Facebook all the way through till the 29th of March. So if you go to Facebook and check out St. Clair COLTS Drumline Auction and make your bids and donations, I know they'd really, really appreciate it. They're looking to they need to raise about $2,500 for transportation costs and all that sort of stuff. So help them out. Check them out online. There's a picture of the Facebook page so you know what to find, and I know they'll appreciate it. Coming up in a few weeks, we will have somebody from the St. Clair COLTS Drumline talking to us about some more of the fundraisers that they're looking to do as well. So looking forward to that. All right, well, let's go out to the entertainment scene. Really excited to be sharing this one with you. Mike McKyes from the Grove Productions, a recording studio, along with Brian Doherty from Big Wreck is joining us. They've got a musical project underway, and they're giving us their time to talk about it. So now let's go out to the entertainment scene and see what they got for us. Here we are on the entertainment scene this week, and we're hanging out with Mike McKyes and Brian Doherty. Did I say it right that time?
Yes, you did. That's good. Good job.
Thanks so much for being here. I got approval from
now?
Brian. No, you have to stay. Guys, we're out here, of course, Mike, at your studio called the Grove Productions.
That's right.
And you guys are both working on something kind of special as far as recording and what you're doing with artists. But first I want to talk to you, Brian, about... Obviously, you're well known with being a part of Big Wreck, and we were just talking before the camera went on about what else do you do, though, and what does it really take to make things happen in this music world? What do you think about it?
I think as a musician, I mean, you got to be able to do everything, you know, which means writing, recording, as well as performing. Like I teach, and now working with Mike on the side doing this kind of thing, which is artist development and that kind of stuff. So.
Right.
It's hard work. You always have to be working, you know what I mean? It just doesn't mean, for me, it's, touring and being in Big Wreck really isn't enough, you know? I have to do other things on the side when we're not touring. That means teaching and performing and with other people and that kind of.
Perfect. Now, Mike, for you, you're sort of on the different side of things with the recording and putting things together. What gets you inspired in a day? And tell us a little bit more about the project you and Brian are working on together.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you what inspires me now, and it's a little different than being an artist and creating music. Now I'm working with other artists, and their excitement as they see something developing. From like a basic seed of a song or a sketch of a song into a fully produced song, the excitement that they get to have that finished work of art, that gets me going, like to feed off their excitement.
Right.
And then what I've got going on with Brian, we've been developing a relationship over the past couple of years. I've had him come in and do some session work on different artists, and that's what we're doing this weekend. But it's sort of developing into something even greater, where we can put our skills together and actually help artists develop themselves as people who want to make a career in the music industry. Right. Because Brian, with his track record and all the experience and contacts that he's made over the years,
sure, as
well as what I've done and the people I've met and the experiences I've had, we can put that together now and help artists at pretty much any level that they're at, and bring in the resources that they may need. And if they don't need something, we wouldn't, we'd leave that
right.
alone. But so yeah. Anyways, that's where we're developing a business model.
I mean, how do you make money in this industry? That's the kind of the secret. Like, don't do it, or
First, sometimes you want to say that, right? But I think it goes to basically what I was saying before, which is you got to be able to do everything. You have to be able to do a lot of things.
Yeah. But someone who needs money to get started or do recording, or how do you come about that? Who wants to tackle that? Maybe.
Well, I think there's a bunch of different ways. I mean, and you're talking about somebody starting out. So I mean, I'm sure Brian would agree with me on this. We're diving way back into, the very beginnings. So I can tell you when I first started. As a performing artist, we were playing everywhere and anywhere we could. Sometimes there'd be money, sometimes there wouldn't. We'd put together a CD with money we made at other jobs, and then use that to. You got to be smart about the business end of it. So we invest money into merchandise, and then sell that, but put some aside.
Right.
And save that money and build up more merchandise, and a lot of I think most of the money we made as a touring artist was from selling merchandise, and sometimes you get guarantees or cut of the door, right. But also being very diverse. So when you're not touring, like Brian was saying, having other things to fall back on. But I would recommend keeping it all music right. related. So if you have to go to, like in my case, I'll do mixing for live shows. Right.
But it's a business, right? Music is a business. Yeah. Bottom line.
No, it doesn't have to be. No, I mean, you could do it as a hobby.
Yeah, but I mean, if
you want to make a business out of it, you have to be smart about it.
Right.
You have to treat it like
That's
a business.
What I mean.
Absolutely.
And if you treat it like a hobby, you make hobby money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just go for it. So. Right on. Brian, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time.
Thanks,
Mike,
David.
And a beautiful studio here. We're going to show you some of this, and we're going to go back to the studio, and we're going to show you how you can get in touch with these guys, maybe if you've got some inspirations happening. And thanks again to both of you for being here.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the studio. A lot of fun talking to these two very talented gentlemen. Thank you both to Mike McKyes from the Grove Productions being here, and of course Brian Doherty from Big Rec giving us his time here as well, together pulling the resources to pull off this project. And if you'd like to find out more about the project, give Mike a call out at the studio. There's a number to call. And Brian Doherty's doing music lessons. What a great guy to learn music from. There's his information as well. Thank you both so much for talking to me and spending time with me this week. And I know we'll be following up with them in the near future to see how the project's going. Thanks, guys, and we'll look forward to next time. All right, well, now going out into the community, some of the students at St. Clair High School got involved in CANstruction, a fundraiser to help out the Inn of the Good Shepherd here in Sarnia, along with Langtree, won the junior youth division. So we went down to St. Clair High School to talk to teacher Brian Coleman and student Zack Kettle. Let's go out into the community, and I'll be back. This week out in the community, some St. Clair Colts getting together to be part of CANstruction, and they're very, very excited because they won the youth category. And here talking to us, Zack Kettle, is that right?
Yep,
okay.
That's right.
And Mr. Coleman.
Yes.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Congratulations on the win here at CANstruction. You are a CANstruction engineer.
CANstruction engineer, that's right.
Where did you come up with the idea for this?
It was just our first meeting. We kind of threw out some different ideas, and we ended up getting the Rainbow with a pot of gold.
Right. Nice. And how long were you involved in this? Were you building in this too, Brian? Or?
Oh yeah, I was involved with the building. We made it quite the ordeal. You
Right.
know, we were very structured as we went, and we had a lot of deadlines.
And how did you get involved in this? What was the reason behind getting involved in this for the Inn of the Good Shepherd?
Originally, it was part of the enrichment program,
Okay.
and they were part of this Lambton Mall program. And then from there, it stemmed to just St. Clair and Langtree, and we just kept it going over the years.
That's great. And of course, very exciting because you raised some money too. Is that right? How much did they come out of that?
Well, we raised approximately $1,800 or so that we purchased all the cans with. You know, so we're really happy about that. We're, you know, considering our school had to raise all the money, we did
Right.
a pretty good job.
So a lot of involvement from everybody here at St. Clair High School
Yeah,
as far as raising it and participating to do
Yep,
that?
and we would do little events, like we did candy kebabs, and we'd sell those in the front foyer and
Nice.
other different little fun events like that.
Great stuff. Well, guys, congratulations once again on
you.
CANstruction, and thank you so much for being
you.
here on the show. We're going to show you some of that footage right now as well, and some of the other winners at CANstruction. Let's go back to the studio. Well, congratulations once again to everybody at St. Clair High School who was involved with the CANstruction construction, along with everyone from Langtree as well. Thanks, Brian and Zach, for talking to me here, raising like $1,800 for the Inn of the Good Shepherd, so that's awesome. Many other CANstruction constructions you're taking a look at right now, some of the footage. What creativity and stuff. So a great event every year for the Inn of the Good Shepherd. And congratulations once again to everybody at St. Clair High School on a job well done. All right, well, do you know what's in your wallet? I can't say that, right? That's the slogan you're taking. Anyway, have you ever heard of Bitcoin? You're going to find out more about it right now. Let's go to apps with Mark Russell.
Thanks, Dave. Get ready to put on your tinfoil hats. The government controls your money, but they don't have to. This week we look at the Mycelium Bitcoin wallet on apps with Mark Russell. Bitcoin is digital money, except instead of being backed by confidence in a government or their economy, it's backed by confidence in a transparent network. With the Mycelium Bitcoin wallet, you can send and receive Bitcoins using your mobile phone. The cold storage functionality allows you to secure your Bitcoins until you're ready to spend them. Unlike an online wallet service, Mycelium gives you full control over your private keys. They never leave your wallet unless you export them. And there's no blockchain to download, so you can install and run in seconds. Security is one of the hallmarks of Mycelium. You can secure your wallet with a PIN, and it exports to encrypted PDFs. Mycelium also makes it easy to find people around you to trade Bitcoins with. You can enable location sharing and see nearby people and businesses that accept Bitcoins. The application's source code is published on their GitHub site, so anyone can review it and suggest improvements. It's easy to use and supports multiple Bitcoin denominations: Bitcoin, millibits, and even microbits. You can also view your funds in over 164 different currencies. You can send and receive by specifying an amount in any currency, or you can switch back and forth between that currency and Bitcoin while you're setting up the transaction. Mycelium also has an address book for commonly used addresses, and a transaction history that shows all the details of your transactions. Setting up the wallet is simple. You can import private keys from a QR code or your clipboard. You can also export private keys as QR codes onto your clipboard or into an encrypted PDF. Mycelium is integrated with social media, so you can share your Bitcoin address over Facebook, Twitter, or through email. It's not a nosy app, there are only 2 permission requests. One is your location, used to update the local trader location, and only updated when you tell the app to. And the other is your camera, so you can scan QR codes to send money or get paid. The Mycelium wallet is available for free on Android and iOS. This has been Apps with Mark Russell.
All right, Mark Russell, thanks so much for all of that, buddy. And if you'd like to talk to Mark Russell and find out more about Bitcoin or what you'd like him to look into for you, send him an email to info@markrussellsarnia.com. And as always, looking forward to seeing what Mark's got for us next week. All right, well, put the Google Goggles on, turn it up, here we go. It's local events calendar time. All right, well, once again, there's your local events calendar for this and upcoming weeks here in Sarnia Lambton, and thanks to everybody who sends in their events. If you'd like to send me your event to be here on the show, send it to the show at davidburrows.ws. April the 10th, I don't know if you noticed in there, Crime Stoppers is having a special Rock and Roll team event, and if you'd like to, they're looking for a couple more teams. Should be a lot of fun. If you'd like to put your team in, there's the number to call up on the screen, and looking forward to raising some funds once again for Crime Stoppers Sarnia Lambton. All right, just before I go, let's talk about Indiefest, some very special updates. April 11th has been canceled, okay? We're regrouping and putting something even a little more special together. So, April 11th is canceled, but on May 30th at Rustic, 4 bands will compete for $1,000 in cash, along with recording studio time from Johnny Warrant Studios and our friend Mike McKyes, also from the Grove Productions. Every band is going to walk away with some cash and some recording studio time. Now, originally, $500 was put into the pot for Indiefest, and then last year's Indiefest winners, Powerhouse, stepped forward and said, Dave, we want to put $500 more cash into the pot for everybody to win. So thank you to Powerhouse for that, making it $1,000 in total cash prizes to be given away, along with recording studio time from Johnny Warrant Studios and the Grove Productions. So if you'd like to put your band in to be one of the 4 to compete, you need to apply right away at Indiefest.ca. This is also in support and awareness for Pans disease and, of course, Kids Help Phone. And there's going to be some more things added as well. So very, very exciting. Tickets for this event will be $10 cash. $10, 4 bands, actually 5 bands, because Powerhouse is also going to play at the end of it all. So 5 bands, $10. Support local music, all that stuff. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. All the details, once again, at indiefest.ca. All right, that's all the time I got for you this week. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great week and an even better weekend. I'll see you next time right here on the show. And bye-bye for now. See ya.